Welcome to a new edition of the $125,000 Bojangles Pro-Am Team Tournament Trail. The bass tournament that allows a weekend angler to share in the limelight previously only enjoyed by the pros. Follow us as we travel around North Carolina as weekend anglers compete in a tournament with 2 levels of competition with a guaranteed $4,000 first place prize. Join us as we travel to Lake Gaston at Roanoke Rapids, Sutton Lake at Wilmington, Chowan River at Edenton, Neuse Trent at Newbern, Carr Lake at Flemingtown, and Roanoke River at Plymouth. Watch us each week with exciting weigh-in, fishing, and awards action as anglers compete for one of the limited slots in the prestigious Bojangles Classic. Today's show is brought to you by our proud sponsors, Bojangles, famous chicken and biscuits, the new Sports Shop, your outdoor sportsman headquarters, Shimano Fishing, North America's leading manufacturer of high-quality fishing gear, Mercury Marine, #1 on the water, and Triton Boats, we take American fishing. Now let's go to our host, Danny Joe Humphrey, to see where today's tournament will be. Hello, I'm Danny Joe Humphrey, and today we're on the 7th qualifying tournament of the season. This is important for some of them. This is their last chance to qualify for this year's Classic. Got a lot of money on the line this year, somewhere over $13,000 in cash, and then we got a additional $5,000 Triton boat certificate to be given away. We're gonna have that tournament in September 15th and 16th on Carr Lake out of the new Nutbush Marina. It's a great marina. It's made specifically for bass tournaments. So I want you to stay tuned. These fish will be coming here in a minute, and we want to show you some of the fish they caught.
Tailgating is a pirate ship. Her voyage through a sea of purple and gold. Here you will find Pirate Nation. Its high-flying flags, thunderous sounds, an expansive fleet. But try as you might, here you will find no quarter.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles, it's bow time.
At New Sport Shop in Kinston, we've got the gear. From our bodacious selection of fishing and camping gear to firearms, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, and sunglasses. We've got you covered. Come discover our state-of-the-art indoor pistol and archery ranges and uncover unique gifts, jewelry, home decor items, and fashionable clothing inside the Villager. We're New Sport Shop on the Highway 70 bypass in Kinston. At Noose, we've got the gear.
TRX. The bold new family of bass boats from Triton. 7 awesome models from 18.5 to nearly 22 feet. TRX. The new standard in bass boats. Exclusively from Triton.
Got a good bag of fish here. Good bag. I hadn't seen fish yet. Greg Milligan's got him didn't have to breathe it. 16 pounds even. Boy's gonna take the lead right here. 16-12. 16.12. Good job, Billy. Good job. What's the lead right now? Okay, Kevin Sutton here is going to take the lead. He's got 16. 52, 1652. Good job there, Kevin. Good job. Michael Clamutis. For the record, he's won our last two classes. He won one on the Roanoke, and last year he won it on Gaston. Got a big bag there, Mike. Put them in there. Really? He does take the lead here. 1767. Oh, let's hear it for him. 1767. Great play. Big fish is the fruit fish. 40 head to 7 pounds. Fish there, I think that'll go.
What's your boat number?
17. Brown. No, I don't know that. See him. We'll find out right here. Quick day. Eric and Rusty Brown. It's been yeah, this is your new big fish. 609, 609. Got those 5, 8. Sure, stick that in there. Weight here. This is your new leader. They're on a roll. 1926. Let's hear it. 1926. Good job, boys. Good job. Some nice fish coming here. Let's see what that one is. Let's weigh it. Oh, look at that. I had 2 of them. Yeah, okay. You got your boat number? First one weighs 526. This one weighs 567. Well, we know you got over 12 pounds this time, Jim. You got 2 to weigh over 10. They got a good bag full here. Let's see what's going to happen. Put them on the skid. 21 pounds. I'm lying. They got a good sack here, look. 1878. Let's hear it for them. 1878. Good job, boys. Mike and Joe, Chowan.
We finally got this line.
Had to work on 1310.
Tailgating is a pirate ship. Her voyage through a sea of purple and gold. Here you will find Pirate Nation. Its high-flying flags, thunderous sounds, an expansive fleet. But try as you might, here you will find no quarter.
Every tailgate starts with Bojangles. Grab an 8, 12, or 20-piece tailgate special. Bojangles. It's bow time.
At New Sport Shop in Kinston, we've got the gear. From our bodacious selection of fishing and camping gear to firearms, footwear, outdoor clothing, coolers, and sunglasses. We've got you covered. Come discover our state-of-the-art indoor pistol and archery ranges and uncover unique gifts, jewelry, home decor items, and fashionable clothing inside the Villager. We're New Sport Shop on the Highway 70 bypass in Kinston. At Noose, we've got the gear.
TRX. The bold new family of bass boats from Triton. 7 awesome models from 18.5 to nearly 22 feet. TRX. The new standard in bass boats. Exclusively from Triton.
Okay, today I'm with two of my favorite fishing partners. One is my son, Courtney Humphrey, and the other one is my dad, Courtney Humphrey. So we got a boat load of Humphreys here. We had the grandson with us. We'd have, I guess it'd be a quorum, wouldn't it? I'm just kidding. Today we're up at Weldon on the Roanoke River, and we're fishing for hickory shad. You see the rocks there behind us? That's where the water comes up from the Roanoke, and this is the first major rock formation on the river. And the shad run up the river till they get here, and they really have to struggle to go further than this, but they do. And there's also another split down the river about a half a mile that they can go around and get up the river. I fished here on both high water and low water. I personally like the low water.
They are thick.
Water's always clear. It's a great place to fish. This is also the place where people go and catch all the stripers you hear about. In fact, some years back, because my son there, he was in college, and his friend Randall Smith and his dad, Steve Smith, accompanied us when we went up on Weldon. We caught rockfish all day long. I didn't know to tell you about how many, because you would know I was lying. But nothing uncommon to come here and fish for 3 or 4 hours and catch 100, 150, something like that. We don't count them. We just catch them. And we keep some of the rows. If you've never had any shad roe, you need to try it. You'll either love it or hate it. That's how simple it is. Courtney's got one on there. He fishes a lot faster than me and my dad as far as reeling in. He catches as many as we do. One thing for sure, the lure of choice. And this has probably been, 12 years ago, maybe longer. My dad passed away in 2010. It would probably be 12 or 14 years ago. In fact, he's the first person I've ever seen use this rig I'm going to tell you about. All it is a 1-inch white grub on an 1/8 ounce jig head. And we prefer the pink heads. We've tried several colors, but we prefer the pink. In fact, I even go so far as I rather paint them with the fluorescent pink magic marker than to buy the pink ones. They seem to shine a little bit. I know the shad don't make no difference. But you know how fishermen are when they get something in their mind, they got to stick with it.
A little bit.
We had a great trip. We probably went up there about 3 times. This is probably the best trip we had, but now it was cold that day. It was not 70 degrees, that's for sure.
I think we're okay though.
Courtney's got one on there. But all you do with that grub, throw it out there in the current, reel it in. The rest is history. There's one of the heads right there. You can see how shiny it is. That's from the magic marker. Hot pink. But they're great to eat. We probably got about 10 or 12 in there, maybe that's it. We kept some of the bigger rows. Actually, there's a limit on them now. You can only catch 10 fish per day per person. Wish we caught more than that. We didn't keep that many. That would have given us a limit of 30 with 3 of us in the boat, but we didn't catch that many. But one thing I'll tell you for sure, if you ever got a job and you're going to shoot fish and video, this is the place to go. If you want 30 minutes of fish catching, you turn your camera on and you run it for 30 minutes, and you got it. It's unbelievable. Papa always used to tell me that the nickname for hickory shad is a poor man's tarpon. If you ever sit down and really look at one real close, that's exactly what it looks like. Wouldn't it be something if they got up to about 6 or 7 pounds? You could never get them in. The world record was caught by a boy from Kinston about 10 years ago, gone around to Pitchkill. His name was Trey Maroulis. Caught him in Pitchkill fishing by himself, and he weighed 4 pounds 1 ounce. And that was a record. Occasionally you catch a white shad up here, American shad. They're always bigger. Boy, when you catch one of them, you know it. Because they can tighten your line. This is Captain Jack's guide service here. These people are using fly rods. They catch them pretty quick. The first time I ever went up here, my dad and I went with a guide. And that's what we caught them on, fly rod. A lot easier to catch them on spinning rod. There's one there. They don't use 8,000 head. They just use some of these little flies, streamer flies. Catch them. If the shad are there, they're not too hard to catch. They are not reluctant to bite. If you don't have a boat and you want to catch some shad, you can go to Weldon. You see some people back there on the bank. You can go to Weldon and fish off the bank. Catch all you want. If you ever get a chance to go, you ought to go. Our guide, there's probably 15 or 20 guides up there now. Just go online, look up Captain Jack's Guide Service, or just go to the internet to the Chamber of Commerce of Weldon and Roanoke Rapids. They got all the information you need. This is one of the good memories you have, fishing with your son and your dad. Now this guy right here, we talked to him a little later, but he was having a ball.
Turn them on.
He's catching his fish on the fly rod in that little pontoon boat. And he was catching about as good as we were. It's a neat little boat.
My bait and everything, my lucky bait. I'm done, I can't fish anymore.
If you never had any roe and eggs,
Right.
I will tell you this, the hickory shad roe to me is better than the herring shad roe. Some people would argue the point. I'm just partial to the hickories.
I know what I'm gonna try real quick.
They tell me now that the herring shad population is coming back. It was decimated at one time.
A lot of
I
work.
hope it comes back. The herring come back like it used to be. The bass fishing in the Roanoke, Chowan, and the Neuse River, and the Trent River, and Pamlico River, and all the rivers on the East Coast would benefit greatly from it. 4-pound bass can eat an old herring. Well, we hope you enjoyed this trip. We sure did. If you ever get a chance, take the time and go to Weldon. We'll see you next time. Be sure to tune in next week at the same time. It's going to be the 2017 Bojangles Pro-Am Team Classic. This is a tournament. The only way you can get in is qualify. This year we're going to finish things out at Carr Lake. Great place to fish. A lot of fish in it. A lot of places to go. It's going to be good. I want you to come on and make sure you tune in so you can see it. This will be our 30th Bojangles Classic. We've been doing this for 30 years. It's hard to believe. But don't forget, tune in next week at the same time for another edition of the Bojangles Pro-Am Team Tournament Trail. We'll see you then. 1539. Okay, here we are down on the Chowan River. This is our last qualifying event, 2017 season. Our next event is going to be at Carr Lake. It's going to be our classic. It's going to be a big one. We got some good money in it, a $5,000 gift certificate from Triton. We're looking forward to that. I know you boys had kind of a tough day today. We kind of had to make do up here, but we always get it done somehow, and I appreciate your patience. Our first award is going to go to the AMs, and the first one to come up here is the AM Big Fish. Come up here, Rod and Rich Dorn. They had a 741 today. You got $60. That's all you got. They had 12 boats. Let's hear it for them. 741. Good job, boys. Thank you. Third place, Joe and Seth Scholler. Will y'all come up here? Seth and Dwight. I'm sorry. Dwight and Joe Scholler. Will y'all come up here? Yes, sir. Okay. Y'all finished third today. You had 13 pounds. That's your third place bragging rights. That's it. Hit the road. Thank you. Second place, Mike Robinson, David Winter. They had 1339. Just edged them boys out. Got your check for 160. You got your second place bragging rights. Let's hear it for them. Good job. Come on up here. Greg and Carl Milligan. Y'all caught him today. You had 16 pounds. Got your check here, boys, for $230 for your efforts. You got your first place bragging rights. Y'all had to build a house, build a bigger house. Thank you, boys. We appreciate it. Okay, now we'll do our pros. Got a tie for 7th place. Come on up here. Brock Rouse, Parker Mills. We got Jeff Freeman and Rodney White. Y'all happen to have the same weight, 1539. What we're going to do is write you a new check. We add the two checks together. Divide it by 2. You're going to get $380 a piece. Is that all right? Let's hear it for them. $380 a piece. Thank you, fellas. Good job. Come on up here. Got Mike Jones and Scott Simmons. These boys had 1544. You beat them guys out by 500s. But you got a check here for $650 today for 6th place. And we're proud of you, boys. Very proud of you. Let's hear it for them. You worked hard. Okay, 5th place. Come on up here. Billy Owens and Keith Roberts. You had 1612 today, boys. Got your check for $790. And got your 5th place bragging rights. Let's hear it for them. It's good money. Thank you, boys. We appreciate it as always. Okay, come on up here. We got 4th place. Got Kevin Sutton and Jared Sassonet. You had 1652 today, boys. Got them a check for $890. That's not bad. And we got them a bragging rights. Let's hear it for them. Thank you, boys. Appreciate it. Mike Lamudas, Chris Cox. Y'all were 3rd today, 1767. Got them a check here $10 more, you'd have had $1,000. They got them a check here for $990. Let's hear it for them. $990. You got bragging rights.
Thanks, sir.
All right. You gonna win the Classic again this year?
That's why we're going, but I doubt it.
Well, two times. They say what happens twice happens 3 times. We'll see. Second place. Put them up there. Jimmy Hipkiss, Josh Brown. They had 1878 today. You had what, 2 5-pounders, didn't you? Beautiful bag of fish. Got your check here, Jimmy. Check that out. $1,390. Let's hear it. $1,390. That is a good job, boys. I'm proud of you. And here's your bragging rights right here. I would ask you how you caught them, Jimmy, but I know you'll lie to me, so just go on.
Pink.
It was pink? Okay. Come on up here. Eric and Rusty Brown. They've been fishing with me forever. They finally won one down at New Bern back in June. And you've done it again, boys. Isn't that funny? Once you figure out how to do something, it's easy to do from then on, isn't it? I don't know, but you can do it now. Don't worry about it. Yeah. They had 1921 for their weight. Got them a check here. Y'all ready? $4,000. $4,000. Let's hear it for them. $4,000. That's 2 this year. Y'all can quit farming now. And they also had the big fish today. 609, $690. I think that's $4,690 back when I was in school. Is that right? Good job, boys. Thank you very much. Good job. Okay, that wraps it up for today. Been a testy day. Y'all worked your way through it, and I did too. It always works out in the end. Till next time, we'll be on Carr Lake for the 2017 Classic. I'm Danny Joe Humphrey. I'll see you out on the water. I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as we did bringing it to you. To view the rest of our shows, go to bojanglesproam.com. To contact us for tournament information, call us at 252-527-0918 and we'll get the info out to you. Today's show is proudly brought to you by our fine sponsors, Bojangles, famous chicken and biscuits. It's bow time. The new sports shop, your outdoor sportsman headquarters. Shimano Fishing, Mercury Marine, #1 on the water, and Triton Boats. We take America fishing. Tune in next week at the same time for another edition of the Bojangles Pro-Am Team Tournament Trail.